day one of the handbook training for new volunteers for the Senior Companion Program in Kankakee, Iroquois, Grundy, and Will counties. We're going to get started with the first part of the handbook here. Right. So, as we mentioned in the original day one training, we are under AmeriCorps seniors, so a lot of our standards come straight from them. Here is contact information for all of our staff. We do sometimes have interns, so they might be reaching out to you in the future, but we don't include their contact information here because they're typically only throughout the school year. Great. And then office locations. We have an office in Cresthill and an office in Kankakee, so Will County and Kankakee County. Right. First, we want to welcome you to the Senior Companion Program under AmeriCorps Seniors, which is a federal agency that fosters civic engagement through service and volunteering. Senior Companion members serve as members working to socialize people who are homebound typically and provide respite. We have a positive effect on older Americans who are members by keeping them active, healthy, and engaged. Right. So, Catholic Charities, Diocese of Joliet, was originally founded in 1949. We were part of the Archdiocese of Chicago, but in 1962, we became our own diocese, which is kind of like a district or just an area where we have our own overseeing body. We started with about 40 staff and now we have 250, and our budget has grown significantly as well. The Senior Companion Program came to Catholic Charities in 1987, and we have held that contract ever since. We help older adults live longer, healthier life and increase their self-worth and improve overall self-esteem. All right, this handbook is a resource for you, so there are answers to a lot of your questions here. If you cannot find the answer in the handbook, please reach out to a staff member. I'm going to read the AmeriCorps pledge to get things done because that is important to our mission. So here we go. I will get things done for America to make our people safer, smarter, and healthier. I will bring Americans together to strengthen our communities. Faced with apathy, I will take action. Faced with conflict, I will seek common ground. Faced with adversity, I will persevere. I will carry this commitment with me this year and beyond. I am an AmeriCorps member and I will get things done. Our member eligibility is something we've probably already spoken with you about. We serve people in the community who are 60 or older, and in order to volunteer, which is what we call our members, volunteers, you must be 55 or older. You can receive a tax-free stipend. We've talked about that probably with you already, which includes mileage reimbursement and meal reimbursement as well. We can talk about the eligibility for that if you are interested in receiving that reimbursement. Anyone who volunteers for our program is eligible to receive mileage reimbursement if you are driving. You can receive some bus fare reimbursement as well if you do not have a free pass. Okay. The Senior Companion Program was founded in 1974 to help people with socialization and friendship and some minor daily living tasks like shopping. We do not help people pay bills, but we can provide a referral to the money management program if needed. We are designed to help people stay independent in their homes, and so that they don't have to move elsewhere like an institution. And our companions serve between 5 and 40 hours a week, depending on your availability. We typically start you out with at least 2 clients, and then if you're interested in more, we work you up to more from there. Again, if you want to receive that stipend, let us know. We can talk you through that process. But everyone is eligible to receive the mileage or the bus reimbursement if you're not riding on a free bus pass. And you also receive accident personal liability, excess automobile liability insurance. Um, Everybody is eligible to receive those things. So that's important to note. Right? A lot of companions do provide transportation for your clients, but you're not required to do so if you do not feel comfortable. All right. We also provide the foster grandparent program in some of our areas, and that program goes into schools and different academic situations to help with the kiddos there. Again, you have to be 55 or older and meet the income eligibility guidelines for that program as well. All right. Typically, senior companion program volunteers serve between 15 and 20 hours a week and serve about 2 to 4 clients. Again, we start you out at 2 and then we work you up from there, adding more clients as you have availability. You can assist with daily tasks like grocery shopping and errands, providing transportation to doctor's appointments, providing friendship and companionship, and providing respite care for family members. The goal of our program is to provide supportive services that allow the client to maintain their independence in the least restrictive environment. So, some acceptable activities and suggestions here are to be a friend to your client. Provide companionship by listening, showing interest, providing individual attention, and expressing warmth and understanding. Encourage your clients to be as active as possible, and I will add here within their abilities. So, we're not there as personal trainers, we're not there as physical therapists, even if you have a background in those things, that's not our role here. So, this doesn't only include physical activity like getting up and walking, but also other leisure activities like crafts, playing cards, participating in hobbies. We have some companions who enjoy taking their clients out to local musical performances at a college and things like that. So there's a lot of ways to stay active. You can also assist your clients in planning and preparing healthy snacks and light meals. You're not there to do the meal prepping, for the whole week, but if they would like assistance with making a sandwich or something like that, those are things we can help with. With the program's assistance, you are to be a resource for your client and help to keep them aware of benefits and services for older adults. We have monthly in service meetings where we provide you with updated community resources. So these are for you, but they're also for you to take to your clients if you need them or if your client is in need of them. And you can help your clients with their errands, like taking them to the post office, bank, grocery store, or to medical appointments. We do ask that transportation remain limited to your county that you are serving in, and also you're not able, within our program parameters, to transport anyone else in the home, just the client. When a client asks for transportation, one of the first things we ask as staff members is if they're able to get in and out of the car safely by themselves. If they are not able to do that, then we cannot provide transportation. We do not want to put anyone at risk, you or the client, of falling or having to help with um, picking them up or anything like that. And we also ask if they use any assistive devices like a cane or a walker. We will run that by you to make sure you feel comfortable getting that in and out of the car. All right. Some helpful hints include do as much as possible, do with your clients rather than for your clients. I'll say that again. Do with your clients rather than for your clients. Always be patient and attempt to understand your client and their family. Keep an open mind. Remember the importance of being a good listener. Use effective, empathetic, and compassionate listening techniques. Think positively and talk about positive things. Don't criticize or pressure your clients, but encourage them instead. Try to be flexible with your clients and the program. This also includes some flexibility with your service schedule when possible. At our initial match meeting with the client, where a staff member and the volunteer go out together, we do talk about flexibility in the schedule. If someone is not feeling well, we don't want to spread any of those germs, or if you have a doctor's appointment that pops up or you're out of town, things like that. There is some flexibility that's required in your schedule. And then be responsible. Don't make promises that you cannot keep. Remember that providing support and friendship requires giving of yourself as well. As a senior companion member or volunteer, we ask that you monitor the physical and mental health of your clients. You are the eyes and ears for the clients, so keep staff aware of any significant changes in the behavior of your clients. Most of our volunteers do not have any medical training or mental health training. Um, and even if you do, even if you were a nurse or a doctor or some kind of mental health clinician, it is not your role to be diagnosing or any of those kind of things. We do just ask that, you keep an eye on things, and if your client is seeming like they're really struggling physically or mentally, to let staff know so that we can assist with making referrals as needed, or just touch and base with them to see what we can do to help. Next, report all situations that appear to be placing your clients in physical, emotional, or financial harm to SCP staff immediately. If you cannot get a hold of a staff member, please reach out to our supervisor. Respect the confidentiality of the clients you serve, their families, and your fellow senior companion members. If you have a criticism about another person, a client, family member, senior companion member, or staff person, please discuss it with a staff member. Be prompt and reliable when you report to your scheduled service. Notify your clients if you cannot visit as scheduled or planned. Keep an accurate record of the hours you have served. Submit member timesheets and client calendars in a timely manner. Be considerate to everyone. Be able to work with a culturally diverse population and serve as a member of the team. Carry out your assignments in good spirit. Seek the assistance of senior companion program staff in any situations that require special guidance. And know, respect, and comply with the Catholic Charities, Diocese of Joliet, and AmeriCorps Senior Service policies and guidelines as outlined in this handbook, which is why we're going over it now. Okay, some unacceptable activities for senior companion are as follows. You should not perform activities that are performed by a healthcare professional, such as bathing, toileting, transferring, lifting, organizing pillboxes, dispensing medication, wound care, or giving medical advice. You can defer to their home care aide if they have one for these tasks, or to another medical professional. Members should not do activities which are detrimental to the clients, like pushing your clients beyond their physical limitations. Again, you're not there to be a physical therapist or a personal trainer. You're just there to socialize and provide some additional support. Members should not perform major household chores like shoveling, scrubbing floors, vacuuming, ironing, washing windows, lawn care, cleaning up after company, and lifting or moving heavy items or furniture. You should not do extensive shopping. You can shop for necessities of the week, but not the month. Members should not prepare food for anyone but the client. Preparing a light meal, like heating a bowl of soup or making a sandwich, is appropriate. Members should not clean up after or train a client's pet or take care of them in any way. You should not deposit cash into the client's bank account or sign a check on behalf of the client. You may walk a client to the teller, but you cannot sign checks or receive or deposit any money. And you should never use the client's ATM card, credit card, check card, or any similar card. You should not lend money to or borrow money from clients and their families. Do not lend or borrow personal property from clients or their families. You should also not drive the client's vehicle or ride as a passenger of a client's vehicle. If you are providing transportation, it needs to be in your own personal vehicle and the client needs to be the passenger. You should not give legal advice or act as a legal representative for clients. You should not accept a key to the client's home. Do not enter a client's home when the client is not present. You should not develop a relationship with the client that is more than a friendship. You will also receive training on other appropriate senior companion activities and maintaining professional boundaries prior to placement. The guidelines listed above are designated to make your relationship with clients more rewarding and also to keep everybody safe. If you are unsure whether an activity is appropriate, please discuss it with senior companion staff. If a client is asking you for things that make you uncomfortable, please let us know. Okay, moving on to attendance. Senior companion staff, we monitor attendance. So, regular attendance and punctuality are essential to providing quality services for our clients. Senior companion program recognizes that a volunteer may be absent or late on occasion. You should let your client know or their caregiver know as soon as possible if you're going to be absent or late for their visit. All volunteers will receive client and emergency contact information. Um, during your first client visit. So you'll have that, and you should notify program staff if you're going to be absent for more than 5 consecutive days of service. Volunteers may be terminated from the program for unexcused absences, frequent tardiness, and continual cancellations, which interfere with the delivery of quality senior companion services. Okay. That concludes the handbook section of our day 1 training. If you have any questions about this, please reach out to staff in your area.